Hello guys, today I wanted to show one particular branded replay since it's Dice Rally and the deck is very much playable there. So here I'm going second against White Forest. And yeah, this will be a duel where you're thinking like, I thought some kind of cards were limited, but I guess it's not the case. So here he plays the Shining Sarcophagus package. I experimented with it for a little bit of time, so I think it might be my best bet to just ash that, because the other cards usually doesn't matter, because it's Searcher, if he has another one in hand then he will just combo through. So I figured I'll just up the Shining Sarcophagus place. And here he has the Extender, goes into the new card, the Dark Magician of Destruction, which gives him the Gaze of Timaeus, which will give him the Red-Eyes Dark Dragoon, although it will be banished during the end phase of the next turn. He's now Nibiru proof, he has an Omni Negate, and this is further reinforcing his end board. So he just does just that, and he has another Extender, and from here he's going to basically full combo. So this means that he has Guardian Chimera plays. This means he gets the Sylvie to book all of my monsters. And he does that pretty good. He played around activating this, because if you activated this you can't special summon dark monsters from the extra deck for the rest of the turn. So he will be going full board. And he has a Mina, going into Rusielago, or whatever it's called. And he's going further. This is always a Sinful Spoils card, so he can use that in combination with the Holodosa Mina to go for the other Omni Negate. So he goes for Baron here, another Omni Negate. And he can even special summon it back because it's summonable from graveyard. And he gets to draw a card on top of that. So what does he have? One Omni, second Omni, third Omni. Guardian Chimera plays, Sylvia plays, pop one card, another Book of Moon plays, and his monsters can't be destroyed by card effects. Yeah. We have half life points, not that it matters that much. And I got the Inception, which is, yeah, it's just this for the Super Poly. Okay. And here I decide to start with the Super Polymerization. I do it at main phase, because if I go for the Allure of Darkness I might be able to draw a Triple Tactics Talent, and that would only be live if it's in the, if he activated the monster effect in the main phase. Not that he's not going to activate monster effect anyways, but still. So I go for that. That deals with... I decided here on going for the Dragoon and the Diabalsa, because I don't want my monster to be popped, and I can now kind of pin down the Baron on the floor if it wasn't for another Omni Negate. So I just go battle, because now he can't activate the trap card to go into the silver, or whatever it's called, to book my Predator Plant, so I get rid of another Omni Negate, so that's gotten rid of 3 disruptions on his side already, and now I'm really pinning down the Baron on the floor. He gets to search another card, doesn't really matter to me, at least not now. And here is the thing, it feels like you kinda have to go for the Diabell Queen, so that he goes for his Baron Negate, but that would actually be the wrong play, because he still has the trap card and he will be able to go to book all of my monsters anyway, and I'm a fusion deck, so it doesn't really matter that much to me. So I just let it go. There he goes for the silver. I go for the Luber. then he can book my monsters. But now it's the time. Now I go for the Baron the Floor, not in hopes that he chains it. This will become very important later on, because this will give me an extra negate. So he gets back his LZ, books all my monsters, I still get the Branded Fusion. And now I'm trying to bait the Baron, not that it matters because I don't know if you forgot that, but I have the Retribution in graveyard, and if he negates the activation then I can just push through with another Branded Fusion. But I'll act like I wanted to bait out the Baron, because I know he's not gonna use it realistically. So I go for the Albas here, and this is insanely good. That's everything I needed. Puts that back, so he's ready to go for another one. And that Tragedy, it will go hard, let's say. Let's put it like this. Another Quem. And now he will be using his second Book of Eclipse. Here I go for the Blazing Cartesia. I want to fuse away the Ad Libitum. This way I can get back the Drago Stapilio. He lets her go. Like I said, the booking of the monster doesn't really matter that much. And he books them all. And here he had to negate with the Baron the Floor. I don't know why he didn't do that. He was probably low on time because he did go all out on his turn 1. But now the Baron the Floor is negated and I have another negate, which will be for the Guardian Chimera. And he fusion summons. Now that he uses the monsters that he used, he doesn't have control, no 2 Diabell or monsters, so his monsters can be destroyed now. I go for the Branded Fusion. Go for the Albion. He will try to pop my field, and here the Drago Stapilio comes in handy because it's a soft once per turn, or a hard once per turn. And his Baron is further negated. So he had to invest quite a couple of resources just to get nothing. So I fuse further, go into the Mirror Jade. Golden Sword Soul can trigger now. And here I was running low on time. I was thinking about maybe going for Albas in the end phase instead by sending the Titanic Blood, but I had like 15 seconds on the clock, so I had to play really fast. So this was probably a misplay, but yeah, considering you have 15 seconds on the clock, yeah, nothing to do about that. Because here I could have possibly gone for the Albas, added back the Cartesia beforehand, and then I would have been able to fuse, although what would I have fused into realistic? Oh yeah, this is a beast monster, so I could have gone into the Rinbram. So it would have been better. So I add the Albas for now, so I can do fusion plays next turn. And here still, it doesn't look like he has that much, but he still has a lot. Diabell comes back. And here he wants to force out the Cartesia. And I totally forgot about the Trap Engrave. Not that it really matters because I still have the Drago Stapilio. So I can prevent the destruction. But my monster is still negated. Should have probably played it the other way around. But like I said, now I was at maybe like 35 seconds-ish on the clock. But I figured he can't be that much better than me. And he further goes for it. Same does a mina, and here I thought like, oh, that's dangerous. Because he can inflict the battle damage that he would get, I will get. But since he doesn't have the Sylvia that says double the battle damage involving other mina monsters, I might be able to survive that. We go for the triple tactics, takes the MJ, but since he just goes battle phase, it doesn't really matter to me, and I put all of the other monsters in defense. He even destroys the Albion and the Cartesia. I will get them back. And here, the duel is just over. Time limit win. Yeah. Like I said, I figured he can't be much better on the clock than I am. And this is the deck that I use for the dice rally. Heavily leaning into the board breakers. And since you can't really play like you're used to, you can't go for standard brand diffusion line, you always have to pair it with some other engine that you draw, and so I figured 40 cards might be way better than 60 in this case. And since sometimes in the dice rally you get a free monster, even if you kinda get stopped, you can go into Verte and at least end on a Mirror Jade. And this format kinda feels a bit like Genesis format, so decks aren't that strong, and duels can drag out like turn 3, 4, 5. So everything is possible, and sometimes a wisely used Mirror Jade will just be able to secure your win. So yeah, that's all that I have for you guys for today. Have a good one.